King Charles breaks his silence after ex-Prince Andrew's arrest. The King's brother, known now as Andrew Mountbatten Windsor, was arrested at his home in Norfolk, UK, on February 19. The morning of his 66th birthday. King Charles has released a statement in the wake of the arrest of his brother, the former Prince Andrew. The statement came from Buckingham Palace hours after the arrest on February 19. Andrew Mountbatten Windsor was arrested on the morning of his 66th birthday at Wood Farm, in Sandringham, Norfolk. King Charles has spoken out following the arrest of his brother, the former Prince Andrew. Andrew Mountbatten Windsor was arrested on suspicion of misconduct in public life on the morning of February 19, which is his 66th birthday, police confirmed. In a statement issued from Buckingham Palace on Thursday, King Charles said, "I have learned with the deepest concern the news about Andrew Mountbatten Windsor and suspicion of misconduct in public office. What now follows is the full, fair and proper process by which this issue is investigated in the appropriate manner and by the appropriate authorities. In this, as I have said before, they have our full and wholehearted support and cooperation. Let me state clearly, the law must take its course. As this process continues, it would not be right for me to comment further on this matter. Meanwhile, my family and I will continue in our duty and service to you all," he continued. He concluded the statement by signing Charles R. Prince William and Kate Middleton are not expected to issue a separate statement, but people understands that they support the King's statement. The statement followed a historic morning of developments. The first indication came when images showed police officers at Wood Farm on the King's Sandringham estate, where Andrew has been living since leaving Royal Lodge. Thames Valley Police later confirmed in a statement that his home in Windsor was also being searched. Authorities are investigating Andrew in connection with an allegation that he shared confidential information with the late convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein while serving as a UK trade envoy. In a statement, Thames Valley Police said, as part of the investigation, "We have today 19 halves arrested a man in his 60s from Norfolk on suspicion of misconduct in public office and are carrying out searches at addresses in Berkshire and Norfolk. The man remains in police custody at this time," the statement added, noting that police would not be naming the individual. Andrew has consistently denied any wrongdoing in relation to Epstein. The arrest follows confirmation from Thames Valley Police that it was investigating a complaint alleging that the former Duke of York shared confidential information linked to his role as a UK trade envoy with Jeffrey Epstein. The BBC reported on February 9 Andrew is believed to be the first member of the royal family to be arrested in modern British history. The whereabouts of his ex-wife, Sarah Ferguson, were unknown on February 19, though she is understood to be abroad. A complaint was brought by the advocacy group Republic, which has argued that emails exchanged between Andrew and Epstein show that confidential documents were shared in connection with Andrew's role as the UK's special representative for international trade and investment, a position he held from 2001 to 2011. The correspondence was released by the U.S. Department of Justice on January 30 as part of the latest tranche of files related to the Epstein investigation. Trade envoys are tasked with promoting British business interests overseas and are bound by a duty of confidentiality, including after their term in office ends. Epstein was an American financier and convicted sex offender who died by suicide in prison in August 2019 while awaiting trial on federal sex trafficking charges. Andrew's ties to him prompted his step back from public life 3 months later.